Alright, this is a video, kind of like a if statement part 2. It's if-else statements. And if-else statements are really handy to use. They are conditions. It's really nice to catch a condition that may not be met and then have a default. It's kind of difficult to really visualize and explain. So we'll just kind of do some coding here, and you'll see what I mean as we go along. So in our this is a Win32 console application. I should have mentioned. Sorry. There's no visuals for this video. So first thing we need to do is include our IO stream. Sorry about that. And then we need to include our namespace as well. Okay, and those two things allow us to read and write to the console application. And now what we need to do is we're going to do a couple things. We're going to make another if statement. I'm just going to say if true. I'm going to print out this is a true statement, right? Using our cout command. And then the other thing you do with this now is you say this is kind of like a default catch if in the event that the statement above really was not true. You say else, and at this point we're going to say the if statement was false. And that's how we're going to state it. Okay, so right now it should print out our cout this is a true statement, and if it doesn't, it will print out the if statement was false. However, in this we know that the if statement is true, so it will not reach this. It'll just print this out. So let's show you what I mean here. So I hit my Control F5, and it says this is a true statement, which is what we expected, right? Because the if statement is true. Well, it's always going to be true because we just have a true statement in there, but it printed this out. So really quick, let's just make this false and show what you mean there. So now it says the if statement. I'm going to close this out really quick or pin it off to the side. How about that? So now we have, can I make this any smaller? Perfect, sweet. I didn't know that would work out. Alright, so the if statement was false, which is true, because looking at this if statement, the if statement here had a false, therefore it did not reach what was in between the curly braces, and then moved on to the if statement, or the else statement. So if true, perform this, else perform this, and that's a nice little default way of doing something, of saying if this statement is not true, I just want you to do this then instead. And it will not always reach the else because it might reach an if statement first. So let me close this out and let's see. Let's just say if 0 is less than 12 or 3, I don't know, in my other example we use 3, so let's just do that. So if 0 is less than 3, print out this is a true statement, else print out the if statement was false. So let's see that. So as we expected, we had a less than comparator. We said that 0 was less than 3, which is a true statement. In between the brackets here, braces, it says this is a true statement, which is true. That's a true statement. So what if I say if 0 is equal to 3, right? Equal is assigned by two equal signs. The one equal sign is an assignment. It's what's called an assignment operator that actually assigns a value, which you cannot do in an if statement. But this instead is called a comparator. Two equal signs. It is comparing two values. In this case, we're comparing a 0 and a 3. So should print out the if statement. Or sorry, it should print out the else statement. I lied to you there. Should print out the else statement because we are able to look at. Let's see, that's not gonna be in the video there. That'll be fine, I suppose. The if statement was false, which is true because this was not a true statement. The 0 is not equal to 3, so let's change that so that that is a true statement. So I put the exclamation there, which signifies, maybe is that the word I'm looking for there, the not. Alright, so 0 is not equal to 3. right? So that's now should be a true statement because I don't know, 0 is not equal to 3. That seems like a pretty logical statement, I guess. Pretty straightforward. All right, so let's see. And it says this is a true statement. Well, that's right. Yeah, awesome. So 0 is not equal to 3. Compiler told us. Yep. Okay. So yeah, so that was kind of nice. So you can kind of see that playing just back and forth here, it's pretty basic. I mean, you just declare your if statement as if anything else, and if your if statement turns out to be false for some reason, whatever the case may be, you have at least something that you can catch by default down here in your else statement. So, and that kind of concludes this video.